If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
Okay. So yesterday, we have started our HCM journey. And as a first class, we have discussed about LMS. So I explain you what are the things available in the LMS, and I hope you all got the LMS access. The types of tenant, which is very, very important. And I'm not going in detail again, just an overview, the 5-minute brief recap, what we have covered. So there's a 4 type of tenant available in the market. The first type is production. Production where the company real data exists, all the worker data, that's a production tenant. Sandbox tenant, so if you are going to work as a Workday consultant, obviously you need some place where you can work on. Okay, so sandbox is the tenant where you can work on your configuration, on your projects. Okay, so sandbox is the next type of tenant. Third type of tenant which we have discussed is the sandbox preview. Sandbox preview is basically useful when a new releases came. Okay, so every year we are getting 2 new releases. So as I said, when Workday started in 2006, that time we are getting 4 releases in a year. Okay, so every quarter you can say that 1 releases, but later on it's reduced to 2. So now every year we are getting 2 new releases, mostly in March and September. Okay, so first release will get in March, second release will get in September. Okay, so in September 13 is the target date for 2021 R2 release. Okay, from last year onward, the release name will be in the year. Okay, 2020 R1, 2020 R2. This year it's 2021 R1, 2021 R2. Okay, so whenever the new release is going to come, 1 month before only, Workday will deliver the release, means the features in the sandbox preview tenant. And it will give an option to the customer to work on it, to test it, whatever the type of testing you want to perform, just test it and confirm whether everything is working fine or not. So on the target date, Workday will move the things in production. So 13th, as I said, 13th September is the target date for 2021 R2. Okay, so in between right now, all the features are available in sandbox preview, customer sandbox preview tenant, and they are doing all the type of testing. And remaining years, you can use sandbox preview like a sandbox. So if you want to work on the configuration side, your project side, development part, you can even use a sandbox preview also. Okay, so this 3 tenant is by default. When a customer subscribe with Workday, this 3 tenant they will get in the same price. There's a no separate charge for it. Okay, the production, sandbox, and sandbox preview. So whatever the not monthly, whatever the annual subscription they are paying, that contain everything, all the 3. Okay, the 4th type of tenant which we have discussed is the implementation tenant. Okay, so this is now a combined one. So this is not a separate. So this is a combined one, implementation tenant. Implementation, so I gave an example, right, yesterday. The drawback of sandbox tenant is every week, so you have only 7 days time to work on your project. Okay, the tenant is down, not only sandbox, all the tenant actually. So all the tenant is down on Friday Pacific timing, 6 p.m. PST till Saturday 6 a.m. PST. And if you are in India, it's Saturday morning till Saturday evening. Okay, the tenant, you can't use the tenant, not you, even all the customer all over the world, those who are using Workday, they can't use the tenant because that's a weekly service update. Workday is applying some patches, doing some maintenance work, and also refreshing the data from production to sandbox. Okay, so whatever data they have in the production, the same data they are copying into the sandbox. All this activity they are doing on Friday. Okay, Friday evening till Saturday morning. So we call it as a weekly service update. Okay, so yesterday I gave an example. If you are working on any of the project, okay, and you have not migrated your project to production, so what will happen when Friday come? Again, Workday will refresh the tenant. Refresh in the sense the data will be copied to the next tenant, the sandbox tenant, from production to sandbox, right? So whatever the work you are doing it, that completely vanished because you have not moved it. Okay, you have not moved it to the production. So in that case, if your project requires more than 7 days time, then implementation tenant is the best option. Okay, so this is like an extra cost a company need to pay. Okay, so they can take any number of implementation tenant. That's not an issue. If they want one implementation tenant, that is also fine. If they want 10 implementation tenant, that is also fine. So all the 10 implementation tenant, they need to pay extra penny. Okay, and this will be refreshed only on customer request. Okay, again, this tenant will also be down on weekly service update, but data will not be refreshed. Okay, like whatever the data initially when you receive this tenant, we refresh the data from production. Okay, so Workday will copy the production data to implementation, and later on you can use the same data until you are not raising a request in the name support contact. Please refresh my tenant. Okay, so Workday will not touch it. Okay, but tenant will be down on a weekly service update due to maintenance, but Workday will not touch any configuration and data. Okay, so this 4 type of tenant actually available in the market. Okay, so any Workday customer, those who are working in a Workday, so they can, 3 is by default, they can take implementation on their wish. Okay, and it's not mandatory. So if they want to, if some implementation is going on, so if they want this tenant for 3 months, they can, and after 3 months, they can release the tenant. Okay, so it's not compulsion that they need to use throughout their life. It's not like that. Okay, once the work is done, they can release it. They can pay only for that period, the 3 months, 6 months, whatever period they used it. Okay, so this is what we have discussed yesterday. And apart from this, I have shown you how the tenant look like. Okay, so apart from this, we have discussed how the tenant look like. So this is a page. So every company, as I said, they receive a unique URL. Okay, and they just use the URL. You will receive, so once you are going to work for a customer, you will receive a username and password. Okay, you just need to put the username and password, the credential, and that's it. You log into the tenant. Okay, and on the right side, as I said, there's a status. Okay, in every tenant, whatever customer you are working on, in every tenant, you will see the status, this particular thing, and it shows when the tenant will be down. Okay, so it's completely, the message will be there. The tenant will be down on September 3. Okay, the Friday from 6 p.m. as I said, from Pacific timing until Saturday 6 a.m. Pacific timing. Okay, so this message will come next time when this Friday will go on. Next time it will be next Friday. Okay, so it's always on Friday only. Okay, no other day your tenant will be down. And here, this is noticed, you can configure as per your company. So you just configure it, your company message or something. Okay, under the notice. Okay, now this we have seen yesterday already. We have discussed a lot of things. Now, what today I am going to do, I am going to log in a tenant. Okay, log in a tenant, and we'll see what are the options available, how you can navigate, and what are the concept and all this thing. Okay, so let me log into the tenant. I already logged in actually. Okay. So this is how the tenant look like. Okay, once I log in it, so this is how the tenant look like. Okay, so I log in with one of the person named Logan McNeil. So you just need to put credential. So in the discussion board also, you have seen one credential is there, right? So you just need to put the username and the password. Okay, so you will see some name here. Okay, means that account person. So I am logged in right now. I'm logged in this tenant as a Logan McNeil. Logan McNeil is a person. So this tenant belongs to a global modern service. I hope yesterday I have explained it. So whatever the tenant we are using, so we are not going to use a company real tenant, right? We are using a GMS tenant. GMS stand for Global Modern Service. Okay, Global Modern Service is nothing but a fictitious company. Workday has created this tenant, and Workday has created this fictitious company. We can work on this tenant like on the configuration side. If you are learning something, you can work on this tenant. So there's a dummy data. Okay, so this tenant contains dummy data, so you can play around, and our training will also be in this particular tenant, so you can play around and do all the task and configuration and integration, reporting, everything. Okay, because obviously we can't work on the customer real tenant, right? So we need something where we work on. So this is the tenant, the GMS tenant, where actually we are going to work. Okay. So this is the person which I log in, Logan McNeil. So she's a part of Global Modern Service. So she's working in Human Resource Department of Global Modern Service, GMS. Okay. As I said, this person does not exist. It's a dummy one. So this is just for the explanation. So when you log in with your credential, when you are going to work for a customer, your name will commit here. Welcome so and so. Okay. So whatever you are seeing, that is called a home page. Okay, so this is a home page. So once you log in, you can see this type of page. In a real customer tenant, all the tenant look same. It doesn't matter whether it's a GMS or the customer tenant. Okay, only the GMS will contain the dummy data. Your customer tenant will contain the real data. That's the difference. But tenant will look like same, the customer tenant. So this is a home page. Once you log in, you will see this area. And on the right side, you will see a W logo. Okay, and if you just put the cursor here, you can see home. Okay, so this is nothing but if you are working on any other page. Just a second. So if you're working on any other page, let's suppose I click any particular page, this one. Okay, and now I want to go back to my home page. So it's the simplest option is you just click the W. Okay, so it will take you back to the home page. Okay, whatever page or whatever things you're working on, if you want to go to your home page, just click the W, this button. Okay, the logo, W logo. So it will bring back to your home page. Next thing is a search. You can see a search box is there in between. Okay, this is very powerful thing. Whatever task can see, obviously you are going to work on the configuration as a Workday consultant. Okay, so either you are searching for a report, either you are searching for a task to configure the process, right? So whatever you want to search, you just put the name here and click enter. For example, let's suppose I want to search global modern service. See, I just put a global modern and I can see lot of results related to global modern service. Okay, you can see there's a lot of matching results. Okay, still my search has not complete. Still I have not given the complete text. Okay, but still Workday is giving some matching results. Okay, so whatever you want to search, you just write here in the search box and you can see the result. Okay, and if your result is not available here, so you can see only 7-8 items are showing as a matching. Okay, but still if your results is not here, just click enter. So you can see now there are so many 200 plus results related to global modern service. Okay, so I just search a global modern service and you can see all the 200 plus results I'm getting in the global modern service. Okay, just you need to write it and click enter. Now, whatever results you are getting, so we have, you can see there's a supervisory organization, we have a company, we have a cost center, and so many things. Don't worry, this we learn in our next topic, that is an organization. So in Workday, we call it as an organization. So we'll discuss in detail in the next class. But right now, my motive is to explain the search part. You can see when I write anything here in the search and I click enter, I'm getting lot of result. And all this result is all of Workday. So on the left side, you can see a category. Okay, so there's a category. So what actually you want to search? So there's a lot of categories available. Right now, by default, it's all of Workday. Okay, so in complete tenant, whatever available with global modern service, because we have searched for this, it's showing here the results. Okay, but let's suppose I want to search only the organization part. Okay, I don't want to search the complete Workday part. So I just want to search the organization. So I just click on the category. Now you can see the result is reduced to 45. Okay, now only organization related things will be there in the results. Okay, so only 45 results. Same way, let's suppose I want to search for reports related to global modern service. I just click on the category reporting. Okay, you can see only 2 things are available related to report for global modern service. Okay, let's suppose I want to search for security. So if I click on the security, there's no result. Okay, nothing is available as a security for global modern service. Okay, so by default, whatever you are searching, if you click on enter, it's all of Workday and it shows whatever related to your text. Okay, and if you are searching something relevant based on the category, you just click on the category. After clicking enter, you just click on, there's a lot of categories available: reporting, security, organization, business process, and all these things. Okay, so you can just click on this category and you can see only the relevant results. Okay, so only related to, as I said, only related to organization. So this we call it organization in Workday. Right. And one more thing is, you don't need to write a full text here. So see, I just write a global modern. See, I just write a global mode SCR. I have not even given a complete text global modern service. Okay, but still Workday is giving matching results. Right. So it's not necessary that always you need to write the full text, then only Workday will return the data. It's not like that. Okay, you can give half, not even complete text, and Workday will give you. If you want to search it, it's well and good. You give the complete text. Okay, but it's not necessary. You just give a small part also, and Workday will give you the results. Okay. Same way, let's suppose I want to search for another thing. Let's suppose I want to search for hire. Okay, so hire is a business process. So we will see during the business process clause. So you can see when I click enter, you can see there's a lot of result. That is all of Workday. But I want to search only the business process part. So I just click on the process. So you can see these are the things related to a business process. Okay, so business process definition. So based on that, you can filter your result. Just write it, enter it, and based on the category on your left side, filter your results. Okay, this is one option. Another option is you can make use of prefixes. Prefixes in the sense, let's suppose I want to search an organization for global modern service. So what I will do, I will just make use of prefix org, colon, and I will write the global modern service. And just click enter. You can see directly I am getting 45 results. Okay, because I have used directly in the search, I have used the prefixes org, colon, whatever the text you are looking for. Okay, and directly see, it's giving me only the organizational data. Okay, same way, if I want to search hire business process, so I will just use the prefix BP, colon, and hire, just the text which I'm looking for. So you can see all the business process related thing related to hire will be there in the results. Okay, so there's a two way. The easiest way is to write the text, enter, and based on the category, you can filter it. Second, make use of prefixes. Now, a very common question, I know, very common question coming to your mind. How I know? Since I am working in Workday site, so I know for business process, I need to use BP. For organization, I need to use org. Okay, for a prefix. But since you are very new to Workday, how you know? So for you, you just write a question mark. Just put a question mark here in the search and enter. And you will see all the prefixes available in the tenant. You can't change it. It's provided by Workday. It's fixed. Okay, for all the customer. So this is whatever you are saying it. That's a prefixes and that's fixed by Workday. So from here only, I have used the prefix org. Let's search it. You can see org stand for organization. Same way, I have used the prefix BP. BP, if I click it, filter, You can see BP stand for business process definition. Okay, so whatever things you want to search, there's a prefix available. For reports, there's a different prefix. For calculated field, we will learn it during the reporting. So that's a CF. For other thing, you can see all the prefixes available here. You can make use of that prefix and search the item directly. Okay, or if you don't remember the prefix, the easiest option is write the text here and enter and go to your results. Okay. Now, one thing you notice here, I can see 338 items. So there are 338 items available here in the prefix list. But this list will be changed. Okay, this is completely governed by security. Right now, I log in with Logan McNeil. So this person name is Logan McNeil. Okay, so she's a super user in Global Modern Service, GMS tenant. Okay, so she's like a super user. She's having complete access. Okay, so because of her access, she's saying 338 item, but might be when you are going to work for a customer, you don't have all the access. Okay, your customer will give you only that access which is required. If you're working on the functional side, your company will give only the functional related access. Okay, if you're working on the integration side, your company will give integration related access. Okay, that we will see in detail during our security class. Okay, so what are the security available and how we can control it. Okay, how we can control the security and profile, that we will say it later. Okay, during our security class. So I mean to say, if you have more access, you will see more item. It means you can search more item. And if you have limited access, means you can't search all the item. Okay, if you don't have access to search a business process, then if you type higher also, nothing will become. Okay, because you don't have access to search the business process, higher business process. But if you have the business process access, then you just type the BP, or even if you're just typing the name, that is also fine. Okay, so now you can see higher related business processes there. So whatever thing you are seeing in the tenant, that is completely governed by security. Based on your security, you can see the item in your profile. Okay. So this is about, so yeah, this logo we have completed. Now this is the search, which is very, very important. So this we have completed. Same thing. You want to search for anything. Let's suppose I want to search for any task. So I'll just put some task. Create supervisory organization. Sorry. Okay, so create supervisory organization. You can see this is a task. Okay, we will use this task in our next class when we create our own supervisory organization. So you can see that I can even search a task here also. So whatever report, task, business process, security group, whatever you want to search, just type here and enter. Okay, you can see the result, or you can make use of prefixes, right? Let me go back to my home page. Okay, so next. Now let's move to the left, sorry, let's move to the right side. Okay, left side, there's only 2 items available. Let's move to the right side first and we'll see that. So on the right side, you can see a person photo. Okay, so this is Logan McNeil. So this is the Logan McNeil. So this person. So when you log in with your profile in your customer tenant, your photo will come here. Okay, and if you click the photo, this is called a main menu. Okay, so this is called a main menu option. So you can see there's a lot of options available. Okay, so this is a main menu option. Let's discuss one by one what all of this. The first, in the main menu option, again, you can see the photo here and the name will be there. And the first thing is home. Okay, this is similar like this W button. So if you're working on any other page, and if you either you can click this W logo, or you can even click this home. Okay, it will bring back to your home page. Okay, so there's a multiple way of doing the same task in Workday. In later also in our further classes, you will see that the similar task can be performed in many ways. Okay, in multiple way we can perform the task in Workday. Okay, so either you can click this one or either you just click this home button, it's same. Okay, it will bring back to your home page. Next thing is my account. My account. So usually you will get all the option to change your password. Right now we are not getting because this is a community tenant, and maximum companies using the SSO. Okay, single sign-on. So right now, like most of the company, you don't need to put a credential. Okay, right now we have seen that, right? You see this type of login page, you put the credential and all this thing. But many companies nowadays are implementing a single sign-on, so a single user ID and password for all the application in their company. Okay, we call it as a single sign-on. Okay, so they implement this. So when single sign-on is in use, this particular one is not required. Okay, so my account here, you will not see the change password option. Yeah, but you can change the preferences. So if you want to change your language and all these things can be done from my account section. Okay, and if your company is not using a single sign-on option, here you will see the option of change your password. Okay, so if you are using some password and if you want to change it, you can just click it here in the my account section and change your password. But right now in all this tenant, you will not see that particular option. Okay, now third thing is workbench. Okay, home we have discussed, my account we have discussed. Now the third is workbench. What is workbench? See, if I click the workbench, now you can see some similar page but different icon. Okay, so now this is not a home page. Home page look like this. See, home page look like this. Okay, but now we are in workbench. Workbench is basically for the admin task. So you can see all the admin related tasks. So sometimes we call it as a landing page also. Okay, so in Workday, you can create this type of landing page. Okay, so this is home page. This is one landing page. So don't confuse. Sometime we call it as a landing page also. Okay, if someone will say what is landing page, it's similar like whatever you are seeing in the screen. That's a home page. Okay, so in Workday, we have an option. You can configure, I'll not say create. You can configure a different landing page with the different icon. So you can see if I click on the workbench, here we have some different icon. Okay, so this is delivered by Workday, and this already contains some admin task, admin related task. Okay, and one more thing, whatever options you are seeing it here under the main menu, it's not necessary that when you are going to work for a customer, you will see all the option. Okay, right now, again, I'm saying I log in with Logan McNeil and she's a super user. That's why all the option is coming it here. Okay, but when you are going to work for a customer, you can see only that option which your customer want you to see. Okay, so all this option is not available to you. Might be only home is available, my account is available, sitemap is available, my report is available, documentation is available. Or might be in other company, home is available, sitemap is available, drive is available, my report is available. Okay, so that is completely configurable and we can control it via security. Okay, so right now you are seeing a lot of option because of the security role of Logan McNeil. Okay, she's having more security access as compared to the other person. That's why you are seeing it. Later on, as I said, during the security class, I will explain you like how we can control the security. Okay, if I don't want like drive should come here. Okay, when a person log into their account, when an employee log into their account, I don't want they can see this particular option. Okay, so I will explain during the security class how we can restrict it. Okay, so we were discussing about the workbench. Workbench is nothing but a landing page Workday delivered, and basically an admin people use that. Okay, and most of the company they will hide this particular one. Even in my current current company, they are not giving an access of this. Okay, so they completely hide it from all the workers. Okay, even like we are working on the Workday side, even it's hidden for us. We are not using it. So that is a Workday delivered landing page. If you want, you can use it. Otherwise, you can hide it. Now, the next important thing is, now, as I said, I want to search for tasks. Okay, so I just write a create supervisory organization and I can see this task is available. Okay, again, the same question. Since I am working in Workday, so I know this task will be used to create a supervisory organization, which we are going to use in our next class. Okay, but you are very new to Workday. You don't know what are the tasks and reports available. Okay, and it's very difficult. If you know the things, then only you can search. But if you don't know the things, how you can search? Okay, either you need to attend all the training and you need to be familiar with the concept, or else it's very difficult. Okay, so for your easiness, Workday has provided a next option. We call it as a site map. Sitemap is a place where you can see all the tasks and reports available in Workday. Delivered report. I'm not talking about the custom report. Okay, so here, if you click the sitemap, so if I click the sitemap, you can see this type of page available. Now, again, on the left side, you can see the categories. Okay, so what you want to search. Okay, so you can see the categories and you can search accordingly. Let's suppose I have used the task create supervisory organization, and I said this task will be used to create an organization in Workday. So I'll just click on the organization part. Now you can see these are the reports and these are the tasks available related to organization. So you can see, and here only the task, see, create supervisory organization. So from here only, because I know this thing, we use this task to create an organization. So I directly search. Okay, no need to go to sitemap and go from here. I know the task, I directly search from here. But if you don't know, these are the tasks available in the tenant for related to organization. Okay, if you want to create a cost center, you can use this task. If you want to create a company, use this task. Same way, there's a lot of things available. You can use the task and work on the configuration. Same way, these are the delivered report, the reports provided by Workday. Okay, same way, let's suppose I want to go to personal data section. So in personal data section, if I click, again, there's a report and task available. Okay, and now if you want to do anything, if I want to change my photo, this particular photo, if I want to change my photo, I can make use of this particular task, edit photo. If you want to edit your license, if you want to edit your IDs, you just make use of all this task. Okay, and these are the related report. So there's all categories available. You just go on the category and you can see the results, the report and task. Right, and but mostly you don't need to remember. Even if you ask me, I don't remember all the tasks. Okay, the very common task that you are using it very frequently, it's always in your mind and you can directly search from here. Okay, you don't need to go to the site map and see the data. Okay, but still, just for your easiness, Workday has provided this option, the sitemap option. You just click it here and explore. What are the things there? You just explore it. Okay, next is the favorite. Favorite, from the name only, it's clear. It's like something to set as a favorite. This is my favorite task, create supervisory organization. Okay, I'm using it very frequently. So what I'll do, I'll just set this task as my favorite task. Okay, so once you click the favorite button, you can set your favorite. You can set some task as your favorite task, some business object as your favorite business object, some report which you're using it very frequently as your favorite report. Same way, you can set some custom report as your favorite report and all this thing. You just need to click it here and set anything as your favorite option, which is very hardly useful. It's just an option. Even if you ask me, we never actually set anything as a favorite. Directly we search it and we'll go to that particular page or task. Okay, but just for an explanation, you can set anything as your favorite thing in your Workday, which you're using it very frequently. Okay, so you don't need to remember. You just go to your favorite item. You can see the list. Like if I set, you can see the list here and you can use it from there. Okay, that is a favorite option. Just give me a second. We'll have some water. Okay. So in the main menu section, we have discussed home, my account, workbench, sitemap, favorite. Now let's discuss first about my report. Again, I'm saying whatever the things you are seeing, lot of option here, but when you are really going to work for a customer, the option is very limited because that is completely controllable. Okay, but just for an explanation purpose, what actually that means, I'm explaining you. Next is the very important thing is my report section. So this is very, very important. Now, what is this my report? So if I click it here, you can see some output file is being stored here. Okay, my report section is nothing but, let's suppose I'm running one report. Okay, I have created one report and I'm just running that report, and that report is taking, so a lot of data is there. Okay, the organization is very big and we have, let's suppose 200,000 workers. Okay, so obviously when I'm fetching the result, obviously that report will take some time to execute. So obviously you will not wait, and you will not wait 30 minutes and 60 minutes just to see the report is running or not. Obviously it's a wastage of time. So what you will do whenever you are running a report, you will get an option, notify me later. Okay, we'll see that when we discuss, once we finish this course and when we discuss and move to the reporting part, that time we'll see that. So you will see one button when you are running a report, notify me later. Notify me later means you just click that button, and whatever time that report is taking, that will be executed in the backend. And once the report will be finished, your output will be come under my report section. Okay, so you don't, let's suppose that report will take 1 hour time to execute. So you don't need to wait, right? You don't need to wait 1 hour time. Okay, you can go and carry your work. Okay, whatever work you want to perform, you just work on other thing. Even the good advantage of Workday is you can open multiple tab at the same time. Okay, you just need to right click, duplicate, and you need to, you can work parallelly. Okay, so in one tab, multiple tab you can open. So there is no limitation, and you can work on a multiple tab. Okay, in one tab, you create a supervisory organization. In one tab, you create a business process. In one tab, you work on the security. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, so multiple tab you can open and work on. And also, as I said, when you're running a report, just click on the notify me later option, and you can even carry your work in the same browser also. Okay, so you just go from that report page and click, let's suppose, home. Okay, still your report is running at the back end because the server is in the cloud. Okay, so if it doesn't matter whether there's an electricity problem or electricity cut or something, it's not like that. Okay, so whatever things you're running, that is running in the cloud. Okay, that's why Workday is a cloud computing product in the cloud server. Okay, and when the report will be executed, it's finished, it will automatically deliver to the my report section. Okay, so you come anytime to your my report section and open your report. Okay, whatever report is there, you just open it, and if you want to delete, just click the delete button. That's it. Okay, so very important thing, my report section is a virtual drive. So it's not like that you can take anything from your local machine and store it into the my report. Okay, it's not like that. Only the Workday reports will be placed here. Okay, it will be placed when you are running it, even when you are sharing the report. So later on when we discuss the report sharing, so if you are sharing a report with anyone, that time also that person will receive under the my report section. Okay, let's suppose I have created one report and I share with Sign. Okay, so when Sign log into their profile, he go to their my report section and he can see that particular report. Okay, so This is a virtual drive. Sometimes we call it as a virtual drive. Still, it's in the cloud. It's not your local machine. So you can't store any data from your local machine. You can't store your own photos and documents and all this thing. Okay, only the Workday related things, which is in the tenant. Okay, and whatever my report section you are seeing. So if I log in with Logan McNeil, if I click it here, I can see some file. Okay, so it's not like that when you log in with your profile, when you go to my report section, you can see the same thing. It's not like that. This is my report section. When you log in, you will see your report section. Okay, so it's like personal. Okay, this virtual drive is only for me. When you log in, that virtual drive is only for you. Okay, so don't go with the name, just consider this as a virtual drive. Okay, where you can store your reports output. Okay, that is like a my report section, and that is important. That like when even if you are going to work for a customer, they will give you the access. Okay, they can't hide you, because this is very, very important. You will receive the report and other things in this particular place, right? Other thing is like drive. So if I click it here, drive is actually a new feature. It's not very old. Drive is just to share any file with other user inside a Workday. Okay, so there's two options. Either I can share one report in a Outlook, in an email. Okay, I will just use an email and I'll share this particular file with anyone. Okay, any one of you. Or I can place the file here. So you can see all the file is being placed here. So you can place the file here and you can share with anyone. But that person should be in Workday. Okay, so that's just a safe way of doing. So that's still a new feature. Even my company is also not using. Okay, so it's depend. It depends. Some company will use it, the drive section, or some will not. So even my company is not using the drive section. Okay, but there's an option. You can place your file and share with anyone, whatever the person. You just give a view access or edit access. You can give him, and that person can view the data and edit the data, whatever, based on their access. Okay, so that is that is drive section. Okay, let me go back to the home. Now the next important thing is documentation and help. Okay, this both are the same thing. Yesterday, I think someone asked me about how we know if a new features, I think Rashid, how we know when a new feature release. So is there some place? So I explained something about a community, the blog, the Workday blog, right? So Workday community is nothing but when you start working on the Workday company, Workday will create your account, the community account, and there you will find everything. Whenever Workday want to give some information, the release dates, the new release features, and even if you have some issues, you just put some question there, and those who are working in other company, they will reply to your, if they know, they will reply to your questions, right? Even if you want to learn something, there's a small books available, not in detail, but small books available. Let's suppose what is security, what is supervisory organization, what is business process, and all this thing. Okay, so community is like a blog, and you can spend time and you can research some item, some module, and all this thing. Okay, but right now, as I said, we can't provide, because that's a Workday thing. So once you start working on a Workday company, then only you will receive that access. Okay, Workday will provide an access for you. So right now, if since I log in with my ID, so if I click here, okay, if you click documentation and help, it will open a community page. So you can see, because I log in, because I already have an account. Okay, so it's not taking. Okay, so that's fine. It's not giving an option. I need to log in it again. But when you are clicking it here, when you are clicking in this particular arrow, it will take you to the community. Okay, and when you are working on your customer tenant, it directly take you and log in inside the community. Right now, it's not giving, it's taking me to the login page. Okay, but when you log in, you directly go to that particular place. So both the thing is same, either help and documentation. It's take you to the community section. Next is the audit. Audit is nothing like a similar like a sitemap. So we have seen the sitemap, right? Similar like a sitemap, but here we have some audit report available. It's a delivered report and task related to audit. Okay, let's suppose I have some issues on the business process side. Okay, I have configured the business process and I am facing some critical issue. Okay, so I can make use of this particular audit report. Okay, and I can see whether there's an error or whether there's a warning and all this thing. Okay, and I can make use of it, and all the related to business process, related to report writer, related to security, all the audits reports which Workday has provided, that is available under the audits. Okay, and same thing, if you know the report's name, you can directly search it here and you can go to the place. Okay, so this is called a main menu, whatever we have seen. When you click on the particular picture, the main menu option will be open. Okay, so all this thing we have discussed, and that is completely governed by security. Okay, so all the thing is actually not useful. Mostly when you are going to work for a customer, home will be there, sitemap will be there, favorite will be there, and my report will be there, and documentation will be there, documentation and help. So this will be there. Remaining, it's not for you. That based on the security for that particular team, might be admin team or someone else. So they will work on, they will give an access accordingly. Okay. So this is what we discuss about the main menu. Let's come back to our home page and let's discuss the item on our home page first. So on the home page, you can see on the left side, you can see some announcement. Okay, here we have some announcement, and there's, you can see a lot of announcement has been configured. This is nothing but some message your company want to give. Okay, let's suppose you are joining a team, you are joining a company very soon. Let's suppose you join, not very soon, let's suppose you joined a company today. Okay, and first time you are logged into a Workday account, your customer Workday account. So you will see some beautiful message here from your CEO. Welcome to this company and so and so. Okay, so a message will be displayed here for you. So once you log in, you will see that message. Same way, if a company wants to display some message, they can configure the announcement. Okay, obviously they can't configure, they will give the content to the Workday. If you are going to work as a Workday administrator or a Workday consultant, you need to configure it. Okay, so there's a task available, announcement, configure announcement. You just use the task and configure whatever the announcement company want to give, and you can configure this for a particular recipient. Okay, if you want to configure only for manager, only a manager can see. So if let's suppose in my company 500 managers are there. Okay, total workers are 10,000 and only 500 managers are there. So when workers log into their Workday profile, they can't see it, but when managers log into their profile, they see a message. Okay, so this announcement, this message is what your company want you to see, a company message. Okay, so you can configure the announcement based on the recipient. Who is your recipient? Either a manager, either a CEO, or either whatever, employees and all this thing. Okay, so you can configure accordingly. When that person log in, they will see the message. Now, on the right side, you can see a small icon. Okay, so this icon, we call it as a worklet or app. Okay, we have some app in our mobile, right? Similar way, either you can call it as a worklet. So in Workday terminology, we call it as a worklet, or sometime we call it as an app. Okay, this is nothing but something something delivered by Workday. So just for an easy access of the task. Okay, let's suppose Logan McNeil. This is a Logan McNeil. She's a manager in Global Modern Service, working in the human resource department. Okay, many people reporting to Logan McNeil. She want to see her team, so she can just make use of my team worklet. So if she click it here, you can see the direct reporting. So this 4 person is reporting to Logan McNeil. Okay, so when you are going to work for a customer, obviously you will report to someone, right? You will report to some person. Okay, so if that person log into their profile, if that person go to the my team section, he can see you, he or she can see you. Okay, so your direct reports, you will be available and showing under here. So right now 4 people reporting to Logan McNeil. Okay, and if that person, Logan McNeil, as a manager, if she want to take any action, either she want to promote, either she want to transfer, either she want to change the location, business title and all this thing, she can directly take an action from here. Okay, again, there's a multiple way. Later on I will explain you, but she can, even by using this particular worklet or app, she can take an action from here. Okay, and she can transfer. Let's suppose I want to promote this person, I want to increase the salary of this person. Okay, I can directly take an action from here. Okay, as a manager. Okay, manager can take the action, and obviously it will go for an approval, lot of approval to the manager's manager, to the HR administrator and all this thing. So if all approval is done, then only the change, the new salary will be reflected. Okay, that approval flow comes under business process. So we will configure in our course, that is also part of our course. So we will configure our own approval flow. Okay, so that we'll see it later. But right now, this is a worklet. Whatever things you are seeing, that is just for an easy access of the task and work they delivered. So you can make use of it and put it in your home page. Okay, as a manager, I want to see how many birthdays are coming in my team. So you just click the birthday icon. You can see for her reportee, the birthday is on 9th September. Okay, so all these things you can configure in your profiles so that it's very easy for them to access. Okay, this is the other thing also, right? And this is completely configurable. Whatever things you are seeing it here, the worklet, that is completely configurable. What you need to do, you just click on the gear icon here. Okay, here if you see here we have the gear icon. So once you click it here, now you can see all the worklet will be available. Okay, I don't want this particular one, so I just delete it. I don't want this particular one, so I delete it. So whatever you want, you just put it here, and whatever you don't want, just delete it. For putting it here, just click the plus button, and lot of worklets already being delivered. Even you can also create your some of the worklet. Okay, mostly some worklets are reports. Okay, let's suppose the birthday. So birthday worklet you have seen, right? So I click OK. The birthday worklet. So birthday worklet is nothing but a reports. I created one custom report and I enable my report as a worklet. Okay, so you can create anniversaries if you want something called anniversary. So anniversary is not here. Okay, you can create one report, custom report as an anniversary, select the field and the data and enable that report as a worklet. Okay, so once you're enabling it, you just add it by clicking the gear icon, it will come into your home page. Okay, so it's completely configurable. So again, the same thing, whatever you are seeing, that is only for you. That's a personal profile. It's not like that currently we have 20 items, so the same 20 item will be seen by everyone. It's not like that. Okay, it's completely configurable. If you are something removing, that is only for your profile. Okay, it will be removed only for your profile, not for everyone. Okay. Right now here you are not getting an option, but there's a two options available once you click the gear icon. One is the optional worklet, one is the required worklet. Okay, optional worklet means these are the optional. You are getting an option to delete and add. Okay, one is the required. Required is that you can't delete it. Okay, that's mandatory for everyone. Okay, that your company once you join the company, once you log into Workday, you can see it. That's a mandatory. Okay, so some worklet company will configure as a mandatory one, and we call it as a required worklet. Okay, Might be in this tenant we are not getting, but when you log into the other credential, which is there in the discussion board, might be in that tenant, you will see that. Okay, so required thing you can't change it, and optional you can add and remove based on your requirement. Okay, you can change anytime. It might be like when we log into that tenant, we'll see that. So this is about the worklet and the app. Now the next is inbox. So here you can see this is something the right side, 98 is written. This is inbox, and the same thing you are seeing it here also, inbox, the same 98. Okay, now what is an inbox? See, inbox, if I click the inbox, some item will be there. Okay, inbox is a place where all your approvals comes. Okay, business process approval. Let me explain with an example. Let's suppose I am reporting to Logan McNeil, this person. Okay, Logan McNeil is my manager. Now I'm the reportee, so I'm working. So my manager is Logan McNeil. Now let's suppose I want to go on vacation. Okay, I want to go on vacation from 6th till 10th. Okay, 6th September till 10th September. So obviously I need to raise a leave request. Okay, I will raise a leave request. So I will raise it in Workday. So if your company has configured the absence module, employee can raise a leave request in Workday. Once you raise a leave request, so I am not available from 6th to 10th, please approve my request. And when I submit the request, Logan McNeil can see, since Logan McNeil is my manager, Logan McNeil can see my task, the business process approval task. Okay, Logan McNeil can see that. Right now we don't have anything. Just a second. Okay, so Logan Mac, just a second. Okay, so as I said, when I raise a leave request, obviously Logan McNeil is my manager. So Logan McNeil can receive the request in their inbox, and she can see lot of buttons. Okay, approve, reject, deny, something. This will be changed according to the request. Okay, she need to click the approve, then only my leave request will be approved. And if she's canceling it, that will be denied. Okay, so inbox is not your email box. Inbox, its name is inbox, but it's not your Outlook. It's not your email box. It only contains the business process request. Okay, so if your manager the transaction, you can say that it contains the information about the transaction that you request or that require you to take an action. Okay, so as a manager, Logan McNeil can see a lot of requests, and from their inbox, she can take an action. Okay, either she can approve it, reject it, and all this thing. Okay, so that type of request, or in Workday terminology, we call it as a business process. So only business process request will come under the inbox. Okay, so here you can see there's a category. There's a 2 tab here. One is action and one is archive. So under action, you can see all the requests. If I click on the all, you can see all the requests will be there. Okay, so there's a transfer request. So there's other requests also. So you can see all the things, all the requests will be available here. She need to take it. And if you want to filter your result, let's suppose based on the compensation related request, absence related request, recruiting related request, you can filter your results. Okay, so whatever you are seeing, that's overall the complete results, but you can filter based on the criteria, the category. Okay, if you want to see only the absence request, you just filter it out. If you want to see only the recruitment request, you just filter it out. Okay, so here viewing option is available, and even you can see the dates when actually that came. 1 hour ago, 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago on this date, 5 hours ago, and all this thing. Okay, so when you log in, it's not necessary that when everyone log in, they see the request. It's not like that. Mostly the managers, because managers having lot of reportees, so the request will come to the inbox. So you can see lot of item under manager. But if you are an individual contributor, okay, if you are working in a company as an individual contributor, you don't have any reporting, still you have this inbox access, but might be this manager have sent back the request. So my leave request, she has sent back. She wants some correction, so she wants me to do that. Okay, so when she click the send back button, you have already seen during there send backs button. If she click on that request, it again come to my inbox. When I log into my profile, I just go to the inbox item and I can see the request is being sent back by your manager. Please add it. Okay, I will add it and I will approve. I will submit it again. Okay, so inbox is a business process task which require actions from someone. Okay, and here there's a viewing option. As I said, you can filter based on the category, what type of action you want to see. And if you want to make it as all the requests, you can see it here. Okay, same way there's a sorting option. So if you want to sort, so as I said, there's a timing also. This came 1 hour ago, this came 3 hours ago, this came 4 hours ago, and all this thing. Okay, so you can just sort it based on newest on the top, oldest on the top, and just received, just not received. Okay, so all these 3 options, the sorting options are available. Now here, if you click it, if you expand this particular button, you can see some more option, bulk approve. So if there's a lot of approval is there, you can make use of the bulk approve and you can approve the request in a bulk. Okay, otherwise you need to go one by one and you need to approve the request. But if it's a similar request, you can make use of bulk approve and you can approve the request in a bulk. Okay, refresh, just to refresh the page, might be you're working, some new request will come. Okay, so that's the refresh. And my delegation in the sense, I'm delegating this task to someone else. Again, let's give the same example. I am raising a leave request from 6th September to 10th September. I'm going on vacation, but my manager is also on vacation. Okay, so my manager is also not available. So when I submit the request, manager has already set some delegation. Okay, what delegation? If in my absence, if some request comes from my team, it's automatically delegate to someone else. Might be to his peers or someone else. Okay, managers and whatever. Okay, so she need to set the delegation. It's not automatically. She need to set the delegation. I am not available. If this type of request come, it's automatically delegated to Jenna. Okay, it's automatically delegated. So Jenna can, once I submit the request, Jenna can go to their profile inbox and she can see my absence request and she can approve it. Okay, that we call it as a delegation. Okay, you are delegating a task to someone else to take an action. Okay, so that is a delegation. So yes, we have discussed the action item, actions, all the requests, view, sorting, and this, if we expand, there's the 3 options available, right? Next is the archive. So one is the action, one is the archive. Archive is nothing but the action which already been taken. So you can see successfully completed. Okay, so just for a record, Workday just keeping it here under the archive. Okay, means Logan McNeil has already taken the action, for that particular request. Okay, so you can see whether it's a cancelled, whether it's a submitted, whether it's a whatever request is there, you can see under archive. But that is only a 30 days data. Okay, past 30 days data you can see under the archive. It's not like 2 years or 3 years data I can see. It's not like that. Okay, only 30 days data you can see here, but still if you want some old data, it's better you can create a custom report. Okay, let's suppose I want some 1 year old data. Okay, in that case, The only option available is you just create a custom report, and by make use of the custom report, that person can see the 1 years and 2 years data. Okay, but right now by default 30 days data, you can see it's written from last 30 days. So 30 days data will be available, which all the action has already been taken. Okay, so either it's approved, cancelled, and whatever. So this is inbox. Same things you are seeing under the home page. Okay, if I go down here also you can see the same thing. So only the top request will be there. So you can just visit directly from here, or you can click the inbox item. Okay, so this is about the inbox, and this is very important. Even like in our course, when we hire an employee, so right now we are not doing any configuration, right? But from next class onward, we'll do the configuration. So usually even in the next class you will not receive it, but when we discuss about the business process, okay, and in that business process, when we hire a worker, we hire a new worker in our organization, and that time you will see a request here, and that person need to log in and approve from there. So that's a part of our course, and that we will see it during the further whatever the chapters we have. So that is all about inbox. Next is here something you can see, the bell icon. This is nothing but a notification. Okay, notification means just to notify a user. Okay, let's suppose I have configured something in the hire business process. Whenever a new person is being hired, a manager will be notified. Okay, so just a single line detail, you can see that Logan McNeil is getting a notification. This person Mark is being hired. Okay, so notification is just to notify a user. You can set up a notification under a business process, and that person, whenever the transaction will be there, that person will receive the notification. Okay, even for the integration. So when we discuss the integration part, there you can set up a notification if the process fail. Okay, sometimes it's happened, right? The integration process fail and it notify to the user this process has been failed. So that person will take an appropriate action. Right. So same way, notification is nothing but all the notifications if it's there for the particular recipient. Okay, if it's there, it will come under the notification tab. That's it. Okay. So this is about the notification part. If I click on the home button again, so we have discussed about the announcement, we have discussed about the worklet, and we have discussed about the inbox. Now, the next very important thing is, again, I'm going to click this particular photo, Logan McNeil photo, and I'm going to the Logan McNeil profile. Okay, right now we have discussed all the items, the menu items, but right now I am going to Logan McNeil profile. So here you can see the option of view profile. Okay, again, there's a multiple way of doing the same task in Workday. Either you can click it here or you can search Logan McNeil. So you can see, I can search it. I can directly go from here. So this is the Logan McNeil profile. Okay, or I can just click from here. So again, it's a similar thing. Okay, so now this is a profile, Logan McNeil profile. And here you see the photo. So every employee of your company will have a similar kind of profile. Okay, so the photo, the designation. So she's working as a vice president of human resource in the Global Modern Service, the fictitious company, the Global Modern Service. So this is the employee ID. This is the employee ID of this person. This is a business title, business president, human resource, job profile. She's an employee, regular employee, time type. She's a full-time employee. All this thing. She's working from San Francisco. Hire date, she hired on 01/01/2000. She has completed 21 years, 8 months, and 1 days in the organization. Okay, so all the data for this worker you can see under the job detail. Okay, everything, the contact information and everything. And here even you can see the manager. So she is reporting to Joy Bank. Okay, when you are going to work in any of the company, if this is your profile, your manager name will commit here. Okay, so who is going to be a manager? That person name will reflect under your profile. Okay, so you can check this, you are reporting to this person. Okay, and here on the left side, you can see there's a lot of, in the profile, there's a lot of categories available. The summary, this is a summary page actually. So if I click on the summary page, it's same. And if I click on the job, so job detail, as I said, this is the job related information. Wait, same, the employee ID, time type, and all this, all the required information. Okay, the work address and all this thing. And management chain, if you click on the management chain, she is reporting to Joy Bank. Joy Bank is reporting to Steve Morgan, and Steve Morgan is the CEO of the company. Okay, because in every company we have at the top CEO, then some levels, some executive members, and some other person, then we have some managers, then we have some employees. Okay, even we will configure the similar things in our class when we discuss about the organization in our next class. Okay, so this is the reporting structure. Okay, she is reporting to Joy Bank. Joy Bank is reporting to Steve Morgan. Okay, so here in the job section, all the job details will be there. Okay, under the contact section, contact information will be there. The home contact information, the home phone number, messenger ID, social networking ID, work address, work contact information, work phone number, and all the thing, work email address, and all this thing. Okay, and under the contacts. Okay, personal, under the personal, she can add the personal detail, gender, date of birth, age, marital status, and all this thing. Okay, so that is under the personal section. So here we have IDs also. If she want to put some IDs like SSN number and PAN card, driving license, whatever. So here they can add it and put the details here. And same with document, if you want to upload any document, a passport or anything, okay, whatever the required by your company, she can see under the document section. Okay, same way, the next tab is compensation. So compensation tab actually shows the total salary she is earning. Okay, so the total salary she's earning in that company. Okay, so she's earning this is the total package, total compensation in USD, and that is annual. And these are the plan, salary plan, allowance, car plan, mobile plan, and all this plan she's getting. Don't worry, we will configure this in our training in detail. Okay, but this is the profile. This is the profile of that person, and this is the total salary, annual salary of that person. Okay, total annual package. Same way, other tab is also there. So if you see, there's a time off related. So if she want to apply for a time off, and if your company is already configured the absence, time and absence, she can raise a leave request from here. Okay, she can just raise add absence, and as I said, once adding an absence, it will go for manager's approval. It goes to Joy Bank. Okay, it goes to Joy Bank. Joy Bank will take an action from their inbox. She log into their profile, go to their inbox and take an action. Either she can approve and reject. Once approved, that leave will be approved. Okay, so that is only useful when your company is using the time and absence. And mostly all the company, those who are using Workday, they're using time and absence. Okay, same way other things are also there. So that is for a person, for a particular person. Okay, and still I'm saying right now, because if I want to check the manager detail, okay, Joy Bank, I just click the Joy Bank and I can go to the Joy Bank profile. Okay, now you can see her manager. So she's working as a Chief Human Resource Officer and she's reporting to Steve Morgan. Right, again, I can see all the detail, the compensation, personal information, and job details also. Okay, but again, I am saying, since I log in with Logan McNeil and she's having all the access, that's why she see even other compensation detail also. But when you are actually going to work for a customer, you can't see the compensation detail of your colleague, right? So you can't see the details. You can see only the data which your company want you to see. Might be you can't see all this option. Okay, you can see only the job detail. Okay, other things are hidden. Okay, based on your security. So if you are working as a manager, then only you can see the compensation tab for your reportee, but not for others. Okay, and if you are working in the Workday team, then you are like a Logan McMinn. So you can see everyone data because you have almost all the access and you are going to work as a Workday consultant in your company. Okay, so you can see all the data for a person because you are going to configure it, right? But others employees, based on their security, they can see only the limited part. Okay, if they have the security, they can see more detail. If they have a limited security, they can see only limited detail. Okay, everything is configurable, right? So there's a multiple way, as I said. You can even type the joy banks here and you can see directly go from here. It will take you to the same page, joy bank, or as I said, when you see the detail, you just click that particular icon and you can go back to that particular person profile. Okay, so this is the Steve Morgan, the CEO, Chief Executive Officer, the CEO of the company. Okay, the same detail, same detail. So every employees in your company will have a profile. Okay, every employee will have the similar type of profile, right? Now, this is about a worker. This is how you can view it. I already told you, just click the view profile or type the name here. Now, one thing, if you notice, if I'm in right now, if I'm in Steve Morgan profile, or let me go back to Joy Bank. If I'm in any of the profile, let's suppose in Joy Bank profile. Okay, here, if one thing you notice, some text you can see a black color, and some text you can see like a URL. Okay, the blue color text. Okay, here you can see this is a blue color text. This is nothing but an object in Workday. Okay, we call it as an object. Wherever you are seeing a blue color text, that's an object. And wherever you are seeing a black color, that is static text. Okay, so you can see here are some URL kind of things I'm getting. And after this blue color text, I'm getting these 3 dots. Okay, this 3 dots is nothing but we call it as a related action. Okay, related actions means you can take an actions directly from there. You don't need to type and go to that particular page and take an action from there. You can directly, if you are in this page, if you want to take an action to the supervisory organization, just click the related action. You can see there's a lot of actions available. Okay, you can edit the location, you can edit the supervisory code, you can edit the things, and there's so many options available. Okay, same way, let's suppose I want to take an action on the position. I just click it here. Now you can see the actions item has been changed. Okay, now we can edit the position and all this thing. Okay, so that wherever you are seeing, that's a very common and it's very nice concept. So wherever you are seeing this blue color, that we call an object in Workday. Okay, and wherever you are seeing this, after this blue color object, you can see a 3 dot that is called a related action. Related action means you can directly take an action from there. Okay, so if I want to take an action to this particular person, you can see all the action. If I want to change the personal data, if I want to change the photo, if I want to change IDs and all these things, I can change directly from here. Or I can go to the person profile. Let's suppose STEVE. It's giving me the same option, similar option. Here you are seeing an action. You just click it here. The similar options you are seeing from the profile also. So it's your wish where you want to take an action directly from there. So usually when you're going to work for a customer, sometimes it's very hectic to search the thing. So we are directly taking an action from there. Okay, if I want to go to the supervisory organization, I can type the global modern service and take an related actions or take an action directly from here. Or even you can click it here. Even you can go to the page by clicking directly to the blue link. Okay, now you can take the action. So it's your wish. Wherever you are seeing the blue color icon, that's an object and an action can be taken directly from there. But that cannot be taken from a black text. Okay, so here you are not getting any text. That's a constant value. Okay, that's a static text. So you can't change it. Right. And the good benefit of Workday is it automatically mapped. Okay, so if I'm in a worker profile right now, you can see I'm in a worker profile. Logan McNeil is a worker. Okay, if I want to go to, let's suppose, to this position, I can directly click it, and you can see I directly go to the position page. Okay, and now let's suppose if I want to go to any other thing, let's suppose I want to go to job profile. So I can directly click the job profile, this particular job profile, and I can go to the job profile page. And job profile will contain all the table. So what is this? What the data which you are seeing that actually contains in a table? Okay, that's a job profile table. That's a worker table. That's a position table. And job profile table will contain all the data. Position table will contain all the position related data which you are seeing it here. Okay, all this job title, time type, and all this thing. Worker profile will contain, sorry, worker table will contain the worker related data. So the good thing in Workday is all the table, you can't see the table in Workday. Okay, you can't see in the UI. Okay, in the backend, in the server, data will be stored in the form of table, but you can't see it. And all the table will be automatically mapped by using some keys, might be primary key and foreign keys. You can't see it. Okay, so that's automatically linked. You don't have to worry about how the data is being linked. Okay, that a job has been done by your Workday. Okay, if you want to take any action, just go ahead. And even if you want to create a report, that's very easy. We'll discuss during that time. We just change the business object. Here we have a option of business object. Okay, so we just change the business object, and you can fetch the data from other business object. Like for example, from worker to position, from position to job profile, and all this thing. Okay, so this is about the worker profile, and so you can explore it. So whenever, like after the class, whenever you have time, just explore the things and see what are the things available. Now a few more topic left, so I will not take much time. So the next is the workers. So now I'm talking about the workers. So Logan McNeil is a worker. So actually in Workday, we have two types of workers. One is the employee. I think everybody knows this, right? In a company, we have two types of workers. We have employees and we have contractor, contingent worker. Okay, so same way in Workday also, we have two type of worker. One is employee. So Logan McNeil is an employee. Okay, Logan McNeil is an employee. You can, even if you're not sure who is an employee, who's not, you just go to the job page, and here you can see it's a regular employee. Okay, regular employee. Second type of worker is your contractor. Okay, or contingent worker. Contingent worker is a contractor. In Workday terminology, we say as a contingent worker. Okay, so it's very easy to identify. You don't need to visit the profile every time just to see what type of worker it is. Okay, it's very easy. If you see a direct name like Logan McNeil, okay, you just see that this is a direct name, Logan McNeil. So this is an employee. And if that person is a contractor, after the name, you can see a C notation. Okay, so we have seen somewhere, I think in favorite. No, I think in delegation. So let me go to the delegation. I have seen the Jenna. So she's actually a contractor. So if I go to the delegation, now you can see that here. So after the name, you can see a C is written. Okay, so wherever you are seeing this particular C notation, it means that worker is a contractor. Okay, that's not a full-time worker. Okay, and you can see here the contract start date and end date will be there. Okay, you can see the contract start date and contract end date. Okay, that person is a contractor, right? So it's very easy. You don't need to visit the profile. If a person name is direct like Logan McNeil, it's an employee. If a person is a contractor, a C notation will be there. Okay, so I'll take your questions. Just give me a few more minutes, then I will answer your query. So this is a type of worker. Two type of workers available in Workday: only employees and a contractor. And if you want to find total how many workers are available in the tenant, you just make use of this report, find workers. Okay, this is a delivered Workday report. You just make use of it. Once you run, you will see the total workers in your tenant. So in this particular tenant GMS, we have almost close to 500. Okay, close to 500 workers are working in different department. Okay, so you can see this is an employee. Okay, this is an employee. This is a contractor. A C notation will be there. So these all are employees. So these all are employees. Let's check. See this one. This is a contractor. So I don't need to go to the profile and check. I just from the name onwards, I can check it. And this is very, very useful report. You can filter based on criteria. So if you want to filter only the North American workers, or if you want to filter only Asian workers, you can just make use of this filter. Okay, or if you want to filter based on age group, company, cost centers, and all this thing, gender and all this thing, you can just make use of this filter. Okay, and you will see only that particular workers. Okay, so if I filter it only female, so out of total count, 215 will be a female. You can see only the female workers will be filtered out. So this is very, very important find worker report that is delivered by Workday. Okay, so whenever you are going to work for any of the customer, there also this report is enabled. If you have an access, obviously, if you are going to work as a Workday consultant, you can see this report and run it, and you can see the total count. Okay, total count in your company, and you can compare the profile and all this thing. Okay, so this is about types of worker. Okay, now let's this things you can ignore it. This is similar like the quick access shortcut. So I can say if you want to, if you're using something again and again, let's suppose I'm using this particular worklet again and again, you can just set this as a shortcut. Okay, so even similar like your favorites. Okay, what are the favorites we have discussed? It's similar like your favorite. So just a shortcut kind of thing. You just set this as a shortcut. You just visit here and click the things. Okay, my most used app. So out of all this app, this is the mostly used. Okay, so this automatically comes based on your some AI, artificial intelligence. Workday has configured this option. So if you want to use, you just click it here and you can make use of it. Okay, another features which is not very old. I think last year it's launched. That is Workday Assistance. You can see something W here. Okay, so some chat bot. Okay, so here you raise a questions. So right now it's not completely working solution. Still Workday is working on it. But yes, here if you have any doubts, anything, it's like a support team. Okay, support team will help you. Okay, like for example, a Workday is not able to enter the absence. She can say, I want to enter the absence. Workday will help. Okay, so we call it a chatbot, but still it's not a complete working solution. I say still Workday is working on it, and it's, you can say that it's a new features, and yeah, that's completely you can see in your tenant. Okay, this is the same thing. So whatever you are seeing, this is, we call it as a Workday assistance or a Workday chatbot. Okay, so this is all we have discussed. Just a quick recap. This is W button, just to return to home page. This is search. You can search everything. This is whenever you are logged into the page, your name will come it here. Announcement. The announcement is the message your company wants to give. Application is a worklet or an app. You can configure it by using this gear icon. You can configure and remove everything. Inbox is actually the business process task. If any action is required from your end, you will receive under the inbox. Okay, so here inbox coming it here also, and here both the thing. Notification is just to notify the user. So if anything, any notification is coming, it comes under the notification tab. Okay, same way, this is the picture, the person picture. So when you log in, your picture will come it here. Once you click it here, it's a main menu. This is a main menu option. Lot of options available in the main menu. We have already discussed everything, and it's completely based on security. Whatever security you have, you can see only that particular item. Okay, view profile, you can even search a worker and whatever thing you want to search from here, or if you want to see your profile, you can just click on the view profile. So if you are viewing the profile, you can see all the information personal, professional, contact, and all this thing. Okay, so you just fill it here. All the employee will have the similar profile. They need to fill when they actually work in the company, and it contain their information, the salary, the personal information, and all this thing, the job detail, manager detail, and everything. Okay, two type of workers are available. One is worker. If the name is direct, like a Logan McNeil, it's a worker, the employee, we say that. Or second is the contingent worker, the contractor. Okay, so wherever you are seeing the contingent worker, a C notation will be coming. After the name, a C will be written. So this is all we have discussed till now, and this is all about the navigation. Now let's take your question, then we'll see if anything is left or not. Yes, so someone is having a questions. So yeah, you can ask me.
Hi, this is Ahmed here. So I just want to know that when you say that we can go ahead and check our teams, so can we check the sub team as well? Say someone is reporting to Logan, and and uh, like
I
uh,
got your point actually. Yeah, I got your point. So yes, let's suppose Logan McNeil is vice president of what's the role? Sorry. Vice President Human Resource. Okay, so under his team, if I click it here, so that actually I am planning to explain you in the organization. But since you asked, so here you can see the team, right? So I can just click on the team and I can see in the structure form. So you can see this is not the direct. Logan McNeil is having some person, and that person is also having some team. Okay, so if I click Betelgeuse, you can see this many persons are reporting to Betelgeuse. Okay, and Betelgeuse is reporting to Logan McNeil. Okay, and Logan McNeil is reporting to Joy Bank. Okay, so yes, as a manager, we need to create a report, and the manager can see the detail of the reportee, direct reportee plus indirect reportee. Okay, so these are all indirects. Okay, they are reporting to Betelgeuse. Betelgeuse is reporting to Logan McNeil. So Logan McNeil as a manager, she can see the direct reportee detail plus the indirect reports, all the detail. Okay, their compensation, their everything. Okay, but if Logan McNeil is in the same place here, if you see, if Logan McNeil wants to see the detail of this particular person's reportee, that's not possible because they both are different. So let's suppose that this Jenna. Okay, so if Logan McNeil wants to see the detail of Jenna, that's not possible because she is in different organization and this particular Robert is in different organization. So yeah, so that's the case.
okay, so in the so she can take action for the indirect employees.
Yes. She can take actions for all the indirects, direct and indirects. This we call it as a direct, and this if you go inside any particular one, these are indirects. So yes, she can, as a manager, she can take an action for any direct and indirect both.
Okay,
But that is also completely configurable, that you can govern that you can also set up during the configuration. So might be if your company, if you're working for, let's suppose, customer X, okay, that customer don't want that managers should take an action on this, so that option will be hidden, so they can't. Okay, but if you, mostly in all the company managers, so we call it as a manager's manager. So if you consider this person manager is this, and manager's manager is this. So in most of the company, not most of the company, I have seen in all the company, managers can take all the actions on the indirect reports. Okay, so but that also change. If you don't want it, you can change it via security. Okay, so I will restrict the change job and the transfer and whatever option I want to restrict, I restrict it for indirects. Okay, it's only enabled for their directs. Okay.
I got it. And one more thing, different. So this inbox is basically it's like a to-do list. This is something what you need to perform, like you need to do the task, right?
Yes. So I gave an example, right? So I want to go on leave. So I'm just an employee. Okay, my reporting manager is Logan McNeil. So I'm just raising a leave request. So when I submit it, it comes to Logan McNeil inbox, and Logan McNeil can decide whether she can approve or she can reject or whatever. Okay, so all the business process item means an action item, you can say that. Okay, all the action items will come under the inbox, because many times people will confuse with their Outlook. Okay, the email box. So this is not an email box. Okay, this is only the action item box. Okay, all the action item will be coming under the inbox.
Okay. And sorry, one more
No,
question.
that's fine. Yeah.
So when you do a bulk approval, so is
Mm-hmm.
it like it would come as a checkbox? You need to click on.
Yes. Right now, I guess we don't have. Otherwise, I'll show. But yes, it's come as a checkbox. You can see the
Oh,
checkbox will be there. So a lot of item will there, and one line detail. And the checkbox, you need to, what are the items you want to improve? If you want to select all, just click it here. All will be selected, and that's it. Just click OK. Everything will be approved.
yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. So
Yeah,
any
Rahul.
yes.
Rahul, I have one question.
Yeah.
So if you
Sure.
want to raise, if you want to raise any request to Workday, like if you find any bug in the application that is need to report it to Workday. So how can we do that? Do you have any, rather than using community plan? Do you have
Yes.
any other?
Yes,
Yeah.
we have that. That's a very nice question you asked. So yesterday, you remember I said, if you want to raise a tenant refresh request, so your manager will have your admin team will have a name support contact. Okay, so that's an account that actually every company will have it. And in some company, those who are working, let's suppose in my company, so in my company 5 workers are there who is working as a Workday consultant in a Workday team. So my manager has provided all of them the name support contact. Okay, so if we want to raise any bug or any request, any support issue, we can raise it there. Okay, you just raise it, case, we call it as a case in Workday, and you just raise it, and Workday will reply as per the SLA. So you need to decide what is the criticality. So we have an option 1 to 5. So if it's very critical, Workday will reply you as soon as possible within 2 to 3 hours. And if it's a normal category, Workday will take might be some 1 day time. Okay, but yes, from name support contact, you can raise a case with Workday, and you will get a response. Not even a bug, even if you are facing some issue. Okay, only for your tenant, you can even request a Workday. I'm getting this type of error. Can you please help me? What's causing this issue? Okay, so this type of question also you can raise it from a name support contact. So when you're going to work for a customer, you just need to tell to your manager, or might be mostly in the customer side, everyone will get it. Okay, if you're going to work for a customer company, they will automatically, once you hired, they will provide you the name support contact account.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is
And
one
one
way.
more question.
Yeah, this is one way. And second way is, if you don't want to go with Workday name support contact, then you can raise the question in community. Okay, if it's something related to Workday, you can raise in community, people will reply. Okay, people will see and reply to your query. Okay, and even it's not only people, the Workday team is also available. Even if that is a fox, that is a like a bug, and if you want to suggest something, okay, it's not like that. Whatever feature is coming, it's not like that only Workday will decide. You can even suggest to Workday. So this is a good option, and we suggest you this features. You can let's suppose here timing. Okay, in the home page, I want to display a time here. Okay, the date and time. Okay, so I will suggest to Workday. I will just raise a brainstorm. We have a brainstorm in community. You just raise a brainstorm. It's good if in the next feature you will put a timing and a calendar date in the home page. Okay, many people will see it, and people will vote you. Okay, and if you receive a maximum vote, then in the next release, Workday will consider in a new feature your topic. So mostly whatever the items coming in the feature, that is mostly from the user side. They suggest. Okay, so everything is possible in Workday.
Okay, got it. And
Okay.
last question from my end.
Mm-hmm.
Last question from my end regarding this tenants, right? You said
Mm-hmm.
every Friday, like Friday, we will have the outage sometime, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to, you don't have that outage, we would like to work on any separate tenant, like quality tenant or something. So
Mm-hmm.
do we get it from the Workday side?
No. So what tenant is down for everybody. It's not for only for GMS tenant, or it's not everybody. If you are in US, so for you, as I said, Friday evening till Saturday morning. See, Friday evening anyhow, like Friday evening till Saturday morning, no one will work, right? So it's a 12, just a 12 hours time. So you're even Workday is saying 12 hours, but actually Workday is not taking 12 hours. Mostly like 6 to 7, 5, 6 or 7 hours they are taking. Okay, but yes, in a safer side, Workday will say the tenant maintenance work, the tenant will be down for 12 hours. Okay, and if you are in India, then yes, Saturday will be down for a complete morning till evening 6 p.m. Okay, your tenant will be down. And as I said, this is not only for GMS, this is for all the customers. So yes, there's no other options available. So you need to wait for some time, might be like 7 hours, 8 hours, your tenant will be available, and then you can carry on your work.
Because in real time, like, if you work on any project in critical stage, we would like to work on Saturdays to fix anything, like, in that case, how can we
No, that's not possible. You need to wait. The maintenance time is for everybody. So your project, those who are working or giving you a project, they also know that. So that we can't do as a consultant. That's a Workday policy, Workday thing. So we can't change the Workday policy things. It's down for everybody, all the customer. It's not only for your customer. So you have to wait, as I said, for some time, and then once it's enabled, you start working on your tenant.
Okay. So regarding these tenants, right, you mentioned implementation and implementation preview, right? Can't we have the quality systems? They can request it, name it as quality. In big organization, like,
Your voice is breaking. I'm not hearing properly. Can you repeat?
no, if you want more tenants, like, in big organizations, not only the dev systems, we want your quality systems. Will Workday provide the same based on subscription?
You can take you can take any number of tenant if your customer is very rich, because obviously we need to pay a amount for every tenant. So even for the GMS tenant also, so my this GMS tenant, this is also chargeable. Okay, so it's a training tenant, but still it's chargeable. If company wants to use it, they need to pay an extra amount for this. Okay, so you can take multiple tenant, there's no issue, but you need to pay that. So if your customer is very rich and they have a lot of money, then they can, because I've seen that in my previous customer. I work for Morgan Stanley also. So in Morgan Stanley, they are using 4 implementation tenant. It's not useful, but still they are using it because they are very rich. So it's totally depends customer to customer. So how many tenant they are using. Yes, any other questions, whatever we have discussed?
I have 3 questions. One is, if you go to worker profile, right? In the left hand side, you can see summary, job, contact, personal, compensation, right? How we can configure this?
That we will discuss it later. We have the configure options actually, so you can configure it also. We call it as a group. That we'll see it later actually.
Okay.
So,
Thanks, Rahul. One more thing, like if you go to Worklet, right? For example, if you go to Worklet and if you go to My Teams, right? There you can see a couple of tasks like transfer, promote, start job, everything. Can we configure these actions also?
Yes, we can configure this option. See, for everything, there's some task available, right? So this also you can configure. I think some option is available. Just a second. See, you're seeing. I just use the task configure worklet, and you can see these are completely, you can add also if you want to add some more tasks. If you want to remove it, just click it here. So whatever you're seeing, see, everything is configurable. So everything you can configure it. See, whatever, everything you can, some or the other task will be there. Might be, see, we do, there's so many things. So might be we don't remember everything, all the tasks and the report. So that is the reason we have the community. Okay, so if you don't know the things, don't know the task name or something, you just search on the community how to configure the worklet and so on, and you will see some detailed explanation. So they will explain you go to this particular task and configure the item. So there's possible, everything is possible in Workday.
Yeah, thanks, Rahul.
Yeah.
One last thing, you can see next to the profile, right? Mail, notification, everything. Is this also be configurable, or
no, this is not configurable. This is a fix, because that's a mandatory item. Because every profile will have the inbox and notification. But yes, in the main menu items, it's configurable. If in the security part, I'll show you the demo. That's a part of our concept. I will remove some of the item. Okay, so when I hire some person, let's suppose person X, and when he log into their profile, he will not see the drive and audit or whatever. I want to give only the limited option. So that time under security, I'll show you how to do that and what are the things required. So we are going very slowly, step by step. And once you are, once you are familiar with all the concept, you even know right now, I have not explained you about organization. I have not explained you about business process. So that's why like I'm not going in detail, but when we go to that particular chapter, we will discuss in detail what actually it means and how to configure it.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Rahul. Yeah, that's it from my side.
Okay, so this is about the tenant configuration. Yes.
Rahul, I have one question.
Yes, Ashit.
Do we have a class on Monday?
Yes, obviously.
The reason I'm asking is Monday is a holiday here. It's a long weekend in USA.
But then you need to check with ZaranTech because I'm a trainer, so I'm getting like message from them. You need to take the class, and I take it. So might be I'm not aware. So can you please check with ZaranTech team?
I will, no problem. Thank you. And the other thing I want to ask is, I did try to log in on both the community tenant and the other tenant, but it was not, it won't let me go through.
Okay, in both the tenants not working?
Yes.
Okay, then might be like we need to check with ZaranTech. Can you please raise a ticket or message the ZaranTech support team, so they will look into it. Okay, and they will reply in 1 hour or something. So they will check it and they will reply it. Okay, but a good point you have raised it. So the two type of tenant you are seeing it. If I go to the discussion board.
Yeah, one is the tenant and the other one is.
Yes, this particular tenant. So now I'll explain what is the difference. Okay, so the community tenant, the tenant which I shown you the demo, this particular one. Okay, this is a community tenant. Okay, and this tenant is for everyone, those who are working in a Workday environment. Okay, so I am working in a Workday company, right? So my company is using a Workday. So I have a community access. So when I log into the community, this is a common tenant Workday is providing free of cost to all the consultants. They can do the practice and whatever they want. So company no need to purchase it. Okay, my company, they don't need to purchase this particular tenant. This is a common tenant for everyone, those who are working in Workday environment all over the world, those who are in community. Okay, so we call it as a community tenant. Okay, here you can see all the latest data. It will be refreshed and it will be up to date. Okay, whatever the features will be there, it's automatically enabled in this particular tenant. So this is up to date. Okay, so the drawback of this tenant is this will be refresh anytime. Okay, mostly it's a weekly as per our plan, but there's no fixed timing. Okay, so like for other tenant, we have the fixed timing of Friday it will be down, but for this tenant might be it will be mid of a week, might be it's Saturday or Sunday or whatever. Okay, so this community tenant is for that purpose. Second type of tenant which you are seeing in the email, that is actually a purchase GMS tenant. Okay, this is a freeware for everybody, but this is a purchase GMS tenant by this company, and you can log in it. That's again a GMS tenant. Similar data, Logan McNeil, Joy Banks, and Steve Morgan. All this data will be there in the same tenant, in this particular tenant. Okay, but here this will be refreshed only on weekend. As I said, Friday evening till Saturday morning, the tenant will be down, and whatever the solution you configure, that solution will remain as it is. In this community tenant, if you configure something, let's suppose in future you are configuring the organization. Okay, so next week your organization will be gone. Okay, because you can't take a backup, and whatever the when the refresh happens, your complete setup configuration will be gone in a week. Okay, but in this particular tenant, your configuration will be there till the end. Okay, till end of our course, your configuration will be still there. Okay, so it's your wish, both the tenant, if you want to use, you can make use of any of them. Okay, and right now, as Rashid mentioned, it's not working. Just check with support team. They will check the tenant and they will provide you an access. Okay, another thing is, let me log into this tenant once. So don't confuse because something is different. Just give me a second. Okay. So this is the same URL I have pasted. Now let me log in, try to log in, and don't use the password again and again. Otherwise, if you are giving a wrong password, the tenant will be gone. Just means the tenant will be logged. Okay, so don't try to put the password again and again. So let me give. I'm able to log in. You said it's not working. I can able to log in.
It didn't work. I mean, they had announced that 12 minutes. After that, I tried to log in. It didn't.
Okay. Now it's working. See, I use the same credential and it's working. So now you can see this is again a GMS tenant, but here don't worry. This is something a look and feel in the home page is different because here this is a training tenant for the company. So company is doing some modification, changing the outlook and feel, but things are same. Here you can see the worklets, whatever the worklets is available. Here you see the inbox item, whatever you are seeing it here. Same way, this is an announcement. So all the things is same. Don't confuse it. I have shown you this particular one because every company tenant will look like this. Okay, but in this particular GMS tenant, which you are using it, this one, this is similar one, but due to the configuration things, people are playing and they are changing the thing. So don't confuse it. Everything will be there. Okay, everything will be there, whatever you want. If you want to configure it, here we have the button. You just configure it. If you want to go to the inbox, just go to the inbox. If you want to search for anything, okay, this is your inbox. If you want to search for any task, just write whatever, like create supervisory or something like this. SUPER, sorry, CUPER. So you can see all the tasks are available. This is the main menu option. So you can see all the main menu options. So everything is same. Okay, if you want to view the profile, if you want to view the profile of Logan McNeil, you just go there. Logan McNeil. Okay, so things are same, but here if you are working on, so you can see this is unnecessary data because people are playing, students are playing, and they destroy everything. Okay, so that's the reason. Don't confuse it. This tenant looks different and this tenant is looking different. There's only because of the configuration. Because when you are working on the configuration, you will also play. Okay, you will also explore.
One question. Whatever the tenant which you logged in, right? Here, which is the user having super access? Like the another tenant,
Logan.
Logan McNeil, right?
Logan. Yeah. Even here also,
the proxy as Logan McNeil.
Yes. So you need to right now. I have not explained you about the proxy. So you just explore whatever we have learned in our today's class. You just explore in both the tenant what are the things available, and just see and what are the things, the home logos and whatever we have discussed. Just explore the thing. In the next class, I'll tell you when we start our organization and other chapter, you need to start a proxy with Logan, because Logan is a super user in global modern service, GMS tenant.
Okay.
Okay. So next class, I will explain how to do a proxy, and because you can work with the same account, but might be sometime you face some security issue, which I don't want you at this time. So that's why like we need to proxy with Logan McNeil and we'll configure all the solution. Okay, so just take a credential. If you are using this tenant, that is also fine. And this is the best tenant you can work on. I can say that because your data will still be there till end of the course. So you no need to configure again and again. Okay, but if you are using the community tenant, as I said, every week it will be refreshed and your data will be gone. So if you are configuring the business process, organization, security, everything will be gone in a week. Okay, so use this particular tenant for your practice purpose. So thank you all. Thanks for your time, and see you soon on Monday. Thank you.
Thank you, Rahul.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.